Hello, folks. My name's Leo. Welcome to my nerd world. So today I will talk about an anime from Netflix. So it's called The Green Variations. So it's like a fables story. Okay, so really famous fable stories. Some of them. So I will show you here some episodes here. So. Just to I will just introduce each episode and give my opinion in general. Okay, so but before I do that, so subscribe here. Really important that give likes, comment, and share this with your friends. That probably some of your friends has watched this once, or maybe they have not watched it before. Okay, so let's talk about the Great Variations. Is about like there are six stories here. Okay, so each episode is one story. So all the episodes they don't connect to each other. Okay, so the first episode here is about this one's here, Cinderella. Okay, so this girl here, she's called Kyoko. Okay, so everybody knows the story of Cinderella. Okay, so like you have a princess, no, not a princess, right? So you have a woman who poor, right? So and she was adopted, right? And she has two sisters that hate her, right? So and you have the I don't know stepmother or something like that, and when she has these crystal shoes, right? So crystal I don't know how to call that crystal shoes that she becomes a princess, and she find the real husband or something like that. But here is a little different. Okay, so we have this Kyoko here. So she loves playing with dolls and houses. You know the houses toy, right? And Kyoko is a person that so she always do that, right? So play with dolls, play with toys, and the girls' toys, right? And but there are something. So she has is the same idea here, right? So she has two sisters here. Okay, so and one is a mother, right? So she's adopted here. Okay, so and she does all the things what she wants, right? And the sisters hate her, right? So and why they hate her, I don't know. So maybe envy or jealous, right? So that's the things here. And but there's one thing is a little secret about Kyoko. Okay, there's something because there's one part of these one scene of these episodes here, um, because it's 40 minutes episode, right? So the stepmother is explained that so this girl she's not normal. I'm not saying is supernatural. Okay, so she's just a not normal person. She does something that people don't like doing that, right? So that's the clue here. Okay, so I'm not gonna tell you what's gonna happen there. So some people die here. Yes, some people die here. I don't know who or right. So and that's the synopsis here. It's really good story. Okay, so I think it is very good. That's remember that's some reference about Cinderella, right? The crystal shoes, like I mentioned before, right? And they put here in this story. Okay. The next story here is about the little red riding hood. So big title, right? really famous, right? So everybody know the story. So you have the little the little red Riding Hood here, and we have a guy here who's called Gray. Maybe you can imagine Dorian Gray. Okay, so they put this name here, and Dorian Gray, the guy here, he is a guy who call his wolves, okay, wolves, to attack the women. All right, and his target is a girl called Scarlet, right? So not this one, okay? So not another person, and is Scarlet. So and his target is like that, and the other wolves here, they uh, they attack another women. That so other women's here, and they do that, right? So you know the story, right? So, but the story, the original story is not like that, right? So it's a real wolf, right? The real wolf that go to the grandmother of Little Red Riding Hood. It's so big name, right? So oh my god, and yeah, the grandmother of this girl. Okay, so and you know this story for children, right? So the wolf eat the grandmother, and there are some lumberjack who goes there and save the grandmother, open the the stomach there, so and open the things and save the grandmother. You know the story, right? Here is a little difference because uh, this girl here, she knows him. Okay, she knows him, so she knows, and she knows he's. I'm not gonna tell you. Okay, so remember, I said wolves. So yeah, that's the story here, right? Really interested that. So a little difference from the original. Okay, another story here is Hansel and Gretel. Okay, so really interesting ones that so everybody knows the story here. So the same story, two children. Okay, so goes to the place that there's all decoration of your candy. Okay, so and they met a person that is a old, old elderly women. Okay, elderly woman. Sorry, women is for plural. Okay, so one person, woman. Okay, so and this woman said, "Oh, make yourself at home." Right, so that's a good expression for this, and. I think it is like she knows something else, right? So and these two simples here, these simples here, they are I don't know if it simples there, so but I don't remember the original story. So they goes to they know there's witches there, right? So the old woman I told you here. So does this look like a witch, right? So she's just a normal person who make this candy, right? So nothing happens there. And why we have these Leo that on the middle of this picture here? Because the yeah, so because of this old woman, she told them like these people because they are they live in orphanage. Okay, the orphanage, you know, all children and two people to take care of the children, right? So children doesn't have a parents, right? They raised by strange people, right? So and but it's not the same things from the original story, right? So uh, maybe I don't remember. Okay, so something like that. and and they use these things here that they will go like go to another dimension, okay, to discover uh, who are these people who is taking care of the children there in this orphanage, right? So and this week, which in quote, she knows about this orphanage. So really interesting that. So uh, I think in all the episodes I will say really interesting that, right? So but there are some episodes I think is so here. Okay, so but I'll talk this later. Okay, and that's about here. So and there are some secrets about these two people who is take care of children, right? They in this orphanage. Okay, so another story they talk about here is this ones here, the Elvis and the shoemaker. That is looks like the white snow and the seven dwarfs, right? So, but they change a little bit the name. So instead of dwarfs, it is Elvis, and instead of white snow is shoemaker, right? So we have this guy here who is a shoemaker, right? And he has a dream, like dreams of writing a book, right? But every time when he write down there, write down something there, so uh, it's not so good, right? So and suddenly another day, so he wrote down this transcript, okay? So and suddenly he has the book, right? So that's the story here. So, but I think this story is a little boring for me, right? So, and it's the guys, yeah. So, but I don't know why shoemaker because they don't show this the guy who is making the shoes, right? And just he's writing down the book there. So, and he met some one of the Elvis, not Elvis, Elvis Presley. Okay, so Elvis, the this name is Elvis here. Okay, so so it's like the people who has the big ear, right? So something strange ear, right? So something, and that's the story about. So suddenly something happens. That's okay. The book, everybody like it. So he became famous. That like a like this, right? Another story is interesting but a little boring. So I almost fall asleep in this story. So the next one is about the town musicians of Bremen. Okay, so we have these groups here. These groups, this group here, right? So they focus on more this girl here. Her name is Dog. Her name then. So she's look for the Bremen brothers. Okay, so that's why the town musicians of Bremen. So we have a Bremen brothers who they are musicians. Probably yes, but they are some kind of thieves, guys, right? So they always do something bad things. They kidnap a girl there, and this group here goes there to save the girl. Okay, and the dog here, she's really famous. She's a sheriff, right, of the town, and she wants to arrest the Bremen brothers here. Okay, so there's some action scenes really interesting. That so I don't know. Is this I started that really famous story here, but I think it's only in Japan. I don't know, but the red riding the little red red riding hood, right? and Cinderella, Hansel and Gretel, all famous here. But for the another one, because right, the Wells and Shoemaker is just change the title, right? So for the White Snow and the Seven Dwarfs. So here, this story I never heard before, but really interesting these ones. Okay, so and let's move on. And the last one, and not least, is this. Not this one. Sorry, guys, it's not that one. This one here, Pied Piper of Hamelin, right? So that's the name of the last episode I watched today. The last episode, and it's interesting story because her name is Maria. Okay, so she was enjoying her like a boring life, let's say that, and she opens her eyes when she saw one picture of the book that a teacher who is a musician. So yeah, because Piper of Medley, Pied Piper is flute, right? So when you play instrument, right? And this and she has the teacher who teaches how to play flute, right? So and he has a book that uh, she looks at the book, and there's a picture that and she was amazed about this picture. So that's I want that. And she has a grandmother here who she said, I think it's time you get married, right? And but the thing is, like, some people disagree that, right? So she's too young to have a husband, right? So, and for her, it's okay. So let's have a husband. That so, and the teacher tried to explain a little more. Oh, marriage is not easy, right? So it's not easy. What do you think of? What do you think of what is, right? So, and that's the story about here. But there are some parts is a little boring, some parts here, but interesting ones. But yeah, uh, and I think people will like some episodes, so you don't need to watch it, all them, right? So watch the episodes that you like most. Okay, so. But some of them are interesting stories. Some of them I feel boring. So I don't know you know, but let's see uh, what's gonna happen then. Because my rate for the Green Variations that I will give it from 6 episodes, and two of them was a little boring. Let's say 7.5. Okay, so no 8. Okay, 8 out of 10. Out of 10. Okay, so I think it is a good scores for this animation here. So there are some people don't like this, but I saw on the Rotten Tomatoes the some critical movie, film critical, they love the stories, right? So um, sorry, sometimes I need to bite a little bit, right? Yeah, it's that. I cannot do that, right? So it's so terrible for my mouth or something like that. But anyways, so don't worry about this. That so it's a good animation. Okay, so I'm not saying it's so bad. That so it's a good animation. So if you want to remember the story of uh, the Cinderella or the right, so the Red Hansel and Gretel, and also the Little Red Riding Hood, right? So I think no, the red Little Riding Hood. So now I correct. Okay, so that's all I need to talk about this animation there. So if you like this video here, put a like here. Thanks for watching this video here. Subscribe here is really important. That so have you watched this animation? Put your comments here. Okay, so give your opinion. What do you think about that? So and so just to let you know, there's once again. So there's no connection each episode. Each episode is one story, the beginning, middle, and in the end. That's it. Okay. And share this video with your friends. That will help my job here. So and I want to see your comments. Have you watched this anime? Do you remember any of these favorite stories like the little uh, the red little hide riding hood, Cinderella, etc. Right? So yeah, put some comments here and let me know if you know some of the story time. Okay, so thank you, thanks for watching, and see you on the next video. Okay, so see you again.